Hi, this is Linda Romanello with Post Magazine. Welcome to PostTV at the 2015 NAB show here in Las Vegas. We're here this morning with Ron Bianchini of Avere Systems. Ron, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today.
Oh, thank you for having this discussion with me.
We appreciate it. I guess to start out with, maybe if there's some people out there who may not be as familiar with Avere Systems, you want to give us a little background on your company and what you do?
Sure. So Avere is a hybrid NAS, a hybrid cloud NAS solution. Basically what that means is we provide network attached storage, so very high performance access to shared storage, but we do it in a hybrid cloud environment. So you could have some of your storage on-prem and some of your storage in cloud, and we also allow you to do the same with your compute. So you can start off with your compute on-prem, but you can also add in cloud compute, and they could all have shared access to the same data. So effectively it's very high performance to shared media where you can have both cloud and on-premise components.
Okay. All right, and who are your customers? Who's your target market?
Great, so really our target market is anyone that needs high performance access to storage. But here at NAB, it really is the post-production studios that are trying to render and create the movie and add in all the special effects.
All right, so speaking of NAB and post-production, what are some of the big announcements from Avere at the show this year?
Great, well the big announcement this year at NAB is that we've added support for the Google Cloud infrastructure. So both Google Cloud Storage, so now you could store all of your assets in Google Cloud, but also Google Compute Engine, you now can do your compute in the Google Cloud and still have all your data on-prem.
Okay. Any like outstanding features or anything that you have maybe that resulted from customer feedback? Or
yeah, really the big news with the Google Cloud infrastructure is imagine you're a rendering shop or a post-production studio and you buy your equipment, you buy your assets and you run everything local. Maybe you buy, let's say, 100 render nodes and you use those render nodes 24/7 constantly because you want to get the most use out of them. Well, the problem with that is you now have a very limited resource set and you run them over long periods of time. And if you want very timely, very responsive results, it's hard to do because you're limited by those 100 nodes. With the Google Cloud, you can actually spin up 10,000s of nodes and run them across minutes instead of having to own them, and you can now get your work done in almost real time. So imagine in the old world, you're buying assets and you're figuring out how to use them over the 3-year life cycle, whereas with the cloud now, you can get the immediate results you want and not pay any more money because they just charge you on a per minute basis. So 100 nodes across days cost the same as 10,000 nodes across minutes, yet you're now getting real-time results. So we really think, especially for our customers here at NAB, the combination of our NAS with the Google Cloud is revolutionary. It allows you to get things done in real time.
Okay, and what do you think or what are you expecting to see at the show this year with regard to trends?
So I think the biggest trend that we're seeing, at least in our customer base, is trying to outsource those assets. So I think people understood the cloud, really up until now, people understood the cloud from a simplification point of view. Instead of having to spin up your own data center or instead of having to hire people to manage it, you would run things in the cloud. I think now, especially with what we've been able to do with the compute side of the cloud, we just see this bursting capability. So we're seeing larger and larger organizations realizing that they can change the way they do business. So I think the big trends we're seeing here is bigger and bigger organizations leveraging this burst capability of the cloud.
All right, great. Any attendees that are here at the show that want to come by your booth? You're in South Lower Hall?
Yes.
You're in 10227?
Yes, 10 to
okay.
27. 10 to 27.
Okay. All right, and what can they expect to see? You doing demonstrations of everything?
We are. We're doing demonstrations not only of the on-prem stuff, but also this ability to burst into the cloud.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. Have a really terrific NAB.